Okay, so I got a little gouache set today, and it's just little tubes because I'm playing around with it. And I am going to mess around with this and see what we can do with some gouache color. Move these over. This is a little different than watercolors. I've drawn me out a little design here, and I'm going to use these cheap brushes. I have some coming in. Now with gouache, you don't use water as much as you do for watercolor. So it's a thicker paint, and I learned that you can put my watercolors underneath. You can put a press and seal on your palette, and you wet a napkin and you put your gouache colors on there, and it keeps it from drying so fast. Or gouache, sorry, gouache. Anyways, we're gonna just see what we can do here. And I like it because it is really thick and it takes things in really good. I need to be a little more careful here. So like the color is beautiful. And this is like a bluish green vase. And I like it because I'm getting a little bit of each color in here. Could add just a tad of water to it. There we go. I really don't want it to be transparent. But I like this because it kind of looks like a pottery type vase. Gouache is easier to control than watercolors. And I'm just playing around with that. I think I'm gonna leave the vase just like that because that is just beautiful. Oh, I want a little bit of orange here. So yeah, we ain't had orange yet. I have to add that's not too bad. That's kind of close. I hope I have enough to do this. See how that spreads? I just love that. This one kind of wraps around the stem. And it's a little bit darker in this area because it's got a little bit of a shadow here. And it's got a little bit of darkness here. Actually, the darkness comes up to this one. This is just going to be a quick painting to see just how everything reacts. All right, I'm gonna leave it just like that. And I wonder if I have enough to come around here. This will work. Rinse my brush because I feel like the paint's getting thick on it. It's not as orange as I'd like. Yeah, that's still too light. And the dog is downstairs getting in trouble because he's not getting all the attention. It's a little more orangey. I mean, this is a test. We're just gonna see how we could get it done. I'm gonna add some white to this orange. And I think so it looks a little muted now. It looks kind of like a, it's not orange, it's like a muted color. I want it orange, more like the top, but definitely not the color I was wanting. I wanted it lighter. So I'll have to play around with it and learn the colors a little bit. For sure, but aren't those pretty? I mean, those are beautiful. For this, I'm gonna add some ochre to this, what I have left of the red. I don't have a wider brush till tomorrow. That's when my other brushes come in. But we're just going to paint a little background here. I really need a wider brush. And I'm not gonna take it all the way over to the edge. Ooh, I got close there, didn't I? And actually, I can use this brush to do this a little better. Turn that this way. I'll add some water to this. I think it'll spread a lot easier. Yeah. I have a feeling I'm gonna have to mix paint again. if I can get in here, I'll be happy. Oh, shoot. I could fix that. I'll go back over that one. Oh, there goes all my brushes. Maybe it's like a little abstract, I think. It's kind of what it looks like. Make this a little lighter, coming closer to these guys here. There's some water on that. Ah, shoot. Remember what I told you about being patient? I mean that. Okay. I just worried that my paint is going to... I just don't want my paint to dry. And that's the thing with gouache. Your paint dries on the palette before you can use it. But I'll be learning all that good stuff, so. I can make this lighter. Nope, that's not the color I want. Yeah, I think the paper towel kind of messes things up a little bit. This is closer to the color I'm wanting. So we'll just do that. We'll use this as our advantage on the shadow. So the shadow, this part here is lighter. And then in the middle is darker here. Well, what do you say? I want this down here to be a lighter color. This is one reason why I really don't think I would enjoy, I really don't think I'd enjoy oil paint. Definitely looks abstract. And I do need to learn a little more, oh Jesus, of course my finger's gonna be wet. I need to learn a little more patience. All right. Don't be laughing, everybody. Yeah, it definitely looks abstracto-mendo. Ah, jeez. I just bring it over a tad. Alrighty. Don't want to put it on there. So this stuff is quite messier than watercolor. I definitely need to learn how to do oranges. Oh well, it's all good. So yeah, my oranges suck. They suck. And of all these colors, there's one. Those are supposed to be in here. No orange. Like no orange. See, I want it brighter than that. I can't make it bright enough. So I'm gonna just leave it. I don't want to mess with it. So I have a lot of practicing to do, but I thought that was pretty cool. It's a pretty cool concept. Like you can really paint a lot faster. You definitely need a lot more patience. You have to use different brushes than you use on, I mean, that's my theory because I don't want to use my, definitely do not want to use my watercolor brushes with this because I consider it, even though it's water soluble, I'm worried that it's gonna mess my brushes up. Clean off my little mat here. But as you see, like my palette, now all I gotta do, but what I was gonna say is when you're all done, all you gotta do is close this up. And I still have my watercolor stuff underneath. This is my watercolor palette. And it's all cleaned up. That's all dry. So, just throw all that in the trash. So with the press and seal, it does make it a cleaner job to work with. So not too bad for a little abstract something here. And then if I wanted to, I could just sign it right here with my white pen. And the date is the 13th. I'll go over it more. I think it's not all the way dry, but not bad. Until next time.